Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rapid Chess here with the video of the day, and let's just quickly update on the Grand Chess Tour Paris. So this is current standings after round 9 of Blitz. Wesley So is leading and Ian right behind him, just half point down. And you might be a bit surprised Kramnik is in last place, but he hasn't been playing in the Rapid tournament. But he was doing very badly in just two and a half out of 9 for a player who was second in World Blitz Championships. It's not what he is. He didn't win a single game, I think. So Big Vlad is in trouble. So I don't know. Don't think that Firuja or Svidler can join these leaders. So it's up to. So Soy and Nepomniachtchi have been best players, I think, for the last 3 or 4 months so far. Maybe Carlsen as well, but not sure about his. I think that Wesley So and Ian played a little bit better anyway. Alright, so just quick 2 games. So Rapport, the player who is now 11th in the world, I guess, but he hasn't been playing on this level for a very long time. And now he started very badly with 2 zeros, and in the 3rd day he started to fight back. So this is a game against Peter Svidler, big specialist in Grunfeld, and it's a Grunfeld defense. So this is 3h4. This has been played by Grishuk, by MVL as well. I'm sorry, by Grishuk against MVL. In the game MVL won, and they transposed to some kind of I think it's Volga Gambit or something. Alright, so what we can see here, White is not castling. White tries to attack the king side, and Queen here does a lot of damage. Doesn't allow this d5, so Black can have comfortable development. So takes with the bishop. Sound off. Of course, you can take with the pawn because it's pinned, and you develop a bishop, so good position for White. Knight e4. You want to exchange at least one light piece in every basically opening with Black. So Rapport took, he took back, and h5. Very easy game. You want to play h takes g or h6, and if Black takes, then they open up this file for a rook, and the king here looks pretty safe. So in this position, Black should have played knight to c6, developing the last piece, and engine says that after takes and takes with the pawn probably, the position is for Black. Black is worse, but it's not losing. And Peter Svidler blundered. He didn't play knight c6. He played queen to f6, and the problem is that this knight is not developed, and this rook cannot join the defense. So Richard played h6, bishop h8, the only move, and rook h4. Again, powerful idea to go rook f4, attacking the queen and this f8 rook, and rook is not defending. Peter played bishop takes, and nevertheless rook f4. Now queen has to move, and it cannot go anywhere than to d8 to defend the rook, and in this position, beautiful move, bishop to d7. let's check the black's option. If they take, then it's check, and white wins the queen. If they, I don't know, take this bishop, then it's mate on f8. And if they take with this knight, then it's mate in 2 on f7. So very nice win by Rapport. And let's see the second game, where in this position, Rapport is playing against Fabiano Caruana, and he outplayed him. He has almost +3, about +3, so winning, but not that winning. And he found a nice idea. So it's black move. Black takes, pawn takes, knight takes c2, and in this position, spectacular move played by Rapport, if you can spot it. White played d4. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces defending the d4, and it's a pawn, very rare move, breakthrough. So if rook takes on d4, then it's queen to e5, and it's important that this pawn is attacked and this rook is pinned. If queen to b6, then this knight here remains attacked. And if you play something like rook c8, then bishop takes c8. So okay, you cannot take with the rook, and if you cannot take with the queen because your knight is hanging and knight is pinned as well. So the only option is the pawn, yeah. And Fabi took c takes d, c5. This is the idea to attack this rook here and create a lot of activity. So rook c6, and in this position, unfortunately, Rapport made blunder. He played rook c7, rook g8, and queen to d4. So correct move was queen takes c5, and the problem is again that this pawn cannot move forward because this queen here is pinned, and just white dominates the board. Yeah, let's say queen c3, then it's mating a couple of moves after queen rook f7 here, and queen e7. Just black is defenseless against the mate threats. So he played rook c7 with this idea to take on c6 using the spin. Fabi played strong move rook g8, deflection. So if takes, then he takes this rook, queen d7, and Fabi exchanged these pieces, and he got good counter-attacking chances. d3 is best, rook g8, and queen b4. I think Fabi in this position was already thinking that he could win. h3, queen b1, h4. So the typical idea, if queen goes, for instance, to g1, then it's mate in 2 with this kind of maneuver. So very nice move, a5, queen h1, check, d2, and c6, opening up the game. If black queens, then it's again mate in couple of moves, check, rook takes, and queen b7 mate. So in this position, Fabi forced a draw. All right, so one day is left, and we'll see who's winning. Thank you very much, and see you next time.